So there you have a conversation with two grown boys that are trying to get shit done. Apparently people are liking the vlogs that I'm doing, so I just wanted to go through and show you perhaps some of the things that I do in the evening hours. So it's about 7:37, and I'm going through all of my organizational updates with the people that are in charge of the nonprofit, my executive assistant, and the administrative stuff that we're doing for the dental office, as well as making sure, obviously, that I follow up with all the folks that I need to do for changing CPA. I'm also building a building next door to Franklin Dental, so want to update with my contractor and see how that stuff's going. So I'm just gonna record some stuff here, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is actually hit up my contractor so that everything is in the right place. So hopefully you guys can enjoy some of this stuff. And my executive assistant in general has been an absolute godsend so far. Would highly recommend doing that if you are someone that is as busy as me, if not busier. It's a piece of advice that I got from Mr. Dan Martell, who is the owner of Martell Everything. And the book Buy Back Your Time, exceptional. Let's get some light. So I have a bunch of text messages from him basically talking about the new blueprint for the parking lot that we're going to do. So if you guys see here, this is kind of what the parking lot's been looking like, what we're going to actually plan for. So I just need to get back to him and just be like, hey. So, you know, what's really important, guys, is to realize that first and foremost, human beings do not want to be micromanaged in any major capacity. People want to be trusted, and people want their time to be respected in general. So what I try to do is just be professionally annoying enough to let people know what I'm expecting, but also to give them the freedom and the leeway to actually do the stuff. Because obviously I'm not a contractor, so I just called him, he didn't pick up. So I'm going to send him a text message just as a follow-up. But I need to know that progress is being made towards our common goal so that there's transparency in the process. And most of the time, people forget that it is actually their responsibility, if they pay someone, to make sure that their money is actually going to the right place. It's also really important for us to obviously value them as human beings. So that's one thing. I'm also uploading some Turabify content today. So I'm going through the stuff that I'm making and making sure that it's uploaded in the right place. So Turabify has a Google Drive that I'll show you guys here. Turabify has a Google Drive that it uses for all the content in general. And so it's kind of arranged like this. So there's pictures and videos, and then there is inside the videos 2025, and then there's a bunch of these long forms or short forms. That stuff kind of matters because if you don't have that level of organization, then your editing team and your media team can't do what they need to do in order to get the content out there. So super, super important to stay informed on this. I also have a bunch of other check-ins to do from ZDT. So I'm going to type in ZDT, Entertainment Studios, and I'm going to see what I got from them. So important document link. That's just the Zoom call that we do every Tuesday. He sent me something else here. Bad thumbnails. So this is June, so this is not the most up-to-date stuff, but basically my executive assistant also has been doing a great job with cleaning a lot of this stuff up. So if you're going to use an executive assistant, get all of your emails that you ever look at into one email, and the email that anyone can hit up if they're looking to get in touch with me or whatever watching this video is ea@turabify.com. So streamlining that and actually making that a standardized process, right? I could spend hours and hours and hours, literally a full-time job of my life, to try to organize my life. But instead, I'm hiring someone to do that. And the idea behind that is that first and foremost, the person that I hire is a lot more organized than I am just in regular life. That's a prerequisite. But also, it's very, very important to realize that you don't want to be the smartest person in the room, guys. Like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're probably fucking up because you're not allowing yourself the humility to actually learn more. So I try to make sure that whoever I hire in a substantial leadership position in some way or in many ways is more organized, more strategic than I am, understands finances better than I do. Whatever it is, I want to make sure that I have people around that can carry the load that I can carry at least, and also put in their energy and their efforts to make that thing glow and absolutely shine. So, Bright Smiles recently got a new coordinator. Her name's Mandy Palmer. She has been taking care of a lot of the communications and making sure I touch base with all the folks that need to be touched base with. So, just showing you some of the things that I do. But basically, you can see also on the regular, this is the amount of tabs that I have open in order to look through everything. Also, Loom. Oh my goodness, Loom. Okay. If you are a person that is trying to communicate with a larger team or trying to understand how to structure out training whatsoever, Loom or some sort of video recorder, some sort of screen recorder attached with audio is going to be very important, because I can just basically take any of these videos that I made about a specific subject, copy the link, and send it to someone. And that allows me to basically have 2 to 3 minutes of conversation about something, not conversation, but like a walkthrough about something that I am taking care of, and send that to the person that's responsible for it, so that not only can they look at it once, but they can review it again. And if they have any questions, they can actually comment on the video or send me a text message accordingly. So I recorded some looms today. Daily correspondence sheets, also very, very important. You want to have some sort of record of how you are going to lay out your life, okay, and how you're going to communicate with a team in general. So, for instance, something like Trello, right, where you can get your tasks in the right place and you can actually have a team here. That type of stuff, very, very important, so that none of the tasks that are important get left behind. And I have Trellos for different companies, I have Trellos for my branding, all that stuff. And yeah, so that's part of the thing. And then just to end this video off with a little bit of interest in my other personal endeavors, I am still painting. So this is a painting that I'm working on. This is the logo for Turabify, but an abstracted version of it. I really wanted to... Actually, this was an idea from Zach and the team when they came up a while ago. Hey, why don't you try to do a new painting right in front of us? And I was like, well, guys, it takes a long time. This painting alone has probably taken me like 4 or 5 months to get to this point, right? Because I'm not consistently painting, and it's something I'm working on as I'm streamlining my life more and more. You're gonna realize, just as you do more and more stuff in your life, that those things that keep you happy, those things that keep you satisfied, are so important to actually build in that time for, because if you don't, you're gonna lose it. And one of those things is, for instance, my drums. Look, I painted this lady a long time ago too. My drums, man. So drums in general are so important for me. There are part of the reason that... Oh, come on, camera. They're part of the reason that I love music, because I'm producing an album and I'm actually about to release it August 24th. There's a couple of different things that we have to do in order to get that completely finished. And that's kind of one of those passion projects that I was talking about on the side. Now, a lot of people will say when you are pursuing a lot of different things to not pursue so much. And I couldn't tell you more about how important that piece of advice is in life. You really need to streamline your life so that, the bullshit is just cut out. You don't wanna have a bunch of bullshit in your life. And if you have a bunch of bullshit in your life, you're gonna be a bullshit person. So it's just food for thought. What are some other things that I'm working on? I love Magic the Gathering. So every Sunday at, what do you call it? At 7 p.m. Eastern time, I have a Magic the Gathering group on Discord that I've been building out for the last year. I'm held together by some core friends of mine, but super important for me also to continue to explore those hobbies. So for instance, let me show you here. This is a vice, but also something that I really enjoy. So this is all of my Magic decks, okay? These are most of my Magic decks. And basically, each of these has 100 cards in it. And I guess I can show you this. Each of these has 100 cards in it. Wow, that just fell over. And each of them has a commander, and they all have very specific strategies. So I'm a strategist through and through, guys. Through and through. Almost everything I do has some sort of strategy involved in it. So does that mean that I'm living the most streamlined life? No, not necessarily. Does it mean that I'm super disciplined all the time? No, not necessarily. But on an evening like this, things come to mind. The other thing that I'm going to end up doing, by the way, because a lot of the fun that I have actually happens in this basement, do not put your workplace in the same place that you have fun. So what I'm going to be doing as that Alamo gets constructed is I'm going to be transferring my main office over there, and so that I have some sort of separation between obviously when I'm enjoying myself and when I need to do hard work. So for instance, when I'm down here, I'm thinking about 1,000 different things. When I'm working, I need to be really thinking about very specific things. So just food for thought, life in the day in the life of Turab at from 7:27 to 7:50. So I'm just going to continue, and well, I'll keep this recording. It's going to fall over. Okay. So I need to find that document that ZDT created a while back about the ways that they are thinking about the Turabify media stuff. So I'm going to go to Turabify. Don't have access to this. And I'm going to go to, actually, since everything's in one place, I'm just going to go to executive assistant. And my executive assistant actually ended up categorizing a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing. So I'm basically just going to go through my emails and see what she has added to specific things. So my credit card statement, Lawn Buddies, Squarespace account has been canceled. That's fine. So I'm just looking through invoices and trying to figure out what's going on. Courtney Ledger, who is my my bookkeeper. I need to make sure that I need to update my bookkeeping, right, for my companies to make sure that everything is taken care of. So I am going to go and try to find that email in probably executive assistant. View to be responded for Turab to manage. There is nothing in here for Turab to manage. That's not good. So I'm just going to go and search this stuff. So when you're creating a system in general, you should expect it to not work right off the bat. Because if it worked right off the bat, well, you would not have to do any work. But that's how life is. Here we go. Here's Costa. What's up, boss?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah? Busy?
Right now.
You said what?
I got some meeting.
Yeah, what else you got going on?
Being renovated.
Oh my.
It's a big project, and there's consultants involved and different parties and lenders. So a lot of moving pieces. I got to keep very, very organized.
Oh yeah.
And then two full fires will be. I'll meet them tomorrow to sure I can get a green light on a full demo tear down to do a new build.
Oh my. Okay. So how's the Alamo project coming along?
Yeah.
Good God. All right, Costa. Let me know, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Peace. So there you have a conversation with two grown boys that are trying to get shit done. Work with people you actually enjoy working with and that have good work. Like there's no exceptions to that rule. You're going to have a lot less headaches. But alas, now I'm just going to hang out. I have to go to bed early. I have to wake up probably around 5:30 in the morning because I have training at the practice for the new software that we're putting in. So I'm going to eat some dinner, probably going to watch a show for a little while, and then just go to bed. And that's like my average Tuesday evening. I basically had a bunch of interviews too today. The vast majority of them did not call me, but one of them is me coming in for front desk on Friday. So just stay busy, but stay busy on the right things. I'm still very fragmented in terms of my approach, and I'm trying to get it together. Book that I would suggest: Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Take care.